Yeah.
All right, what up, nerds? We're back.
Y'all better have drinks. I told you.
All right, so aside from Devin Booker playing out of his mind, we also have Kevin Durant, playing probably some of the best playoff basketball he's played since Golden State. And that's about it on the Phoenix Suns. They are literally doing it all.
Hmm.
And not a soul on their team is helping them.
No.
Let's
You would
see.
think DeAndre Ayton would, but
Yeah, ever since Dylan Brooks and Memphis Grizzlies have been kicked out of the um, playoffs, DeAndre Ayton has probably the worst PER rating.
mhm.
That's a thing.
And who knows why that could be.
I mean, there's a bunch of reasons why they could be. I mean, it's not
I
good.
think he was just not happy with his role on the team in the first place. And then Kevin Durant came in, and then his role had to have another big shift.
It doesn't even have to be
So,
like that. He has not been playing enough to take that role. He hasn't
mhm.
been well enough for that. I mean, he's a big guy. They're not
Yeah.
getting too many shots of his, and they are very willing passers. They're scoring as much because they had to. They both had 36 apiece last night. DeAndre Ayton had 8 points and 8 rebounds. That's not on them.
Nope.
Not on 7 minutes, 3 for 6. So, yeah, I mean, they may want to move him, honestly. Uh,
Yeah. At this point, might as well.
yeah, and then you got Jokic shoving the owner. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. And I also saw his quote afterwards. He said, "A fan pushed me, and I pushed back. I'm sorry. Like I thought the NBA was trying to protect us from the crowds." And I was like, "Dude, what's this?"
There you go. Yep, spinning on Jokic. But no, it's so funny. Matt Ishbia, he was a former NCAA player. He's an NCAA champion, but he was a walk on. He didn't do anything on the team. It's
Right.
so funny. If you watch that video of Jokic pushing him, this dude totally flops. Like,
Oh yeah.
bro, like that was he's got the
That was his role on the team.
he's got the lame-o of the year for that one. Very cornball.
And at this point, man, with the way things are going, just remove courtside seats. Like at this point, just don't make them a thing anymore. It's just an obstacle for the players to end up running into, and then it just turns into a huge fiasco every single time.
I love it. And if a fan wants to touch somebody, that's on them. On these fines and stuff, start fining people a lot more.
Jokic got fined 25 grand.
Well, Jokic wasn't in the wrong, in my opinion. Yeah, no, he just gave him a little love tap. Not much. He's a strong man. It's probably hurt. I mean, it could
Yeah.
have.
Trying to give his team the advantage any way he can.
uh, but who do you see winning this series?
Hmm. It's tough because I love Murray. Like I think he's such a great player. Kind of it's rough to see him be on a Nuggets team that isn't benefiting him in really any way. Like, don't get me wrong, they're very good. Like him and Jokic together are a great combo, but everything else about that team is just kind of so randomly put together. It's just hard to confidently say that they'll pull it off. So I'll probably say Phoenix is going to win the series.
I'm I wanted to lean with Phoenix, but the fact that it is just a two-man show and you got Denver's entire team playing very well. Aaron Gordon's it's hard to guard Aaron Gordon hitting threes like that. So and now Michael Porter Jr. He wants to play now as well.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Yeah, not doing much, but he did dunk on KD. So that was also a thing. Jamal Murray, the resurgence of Jamal Murray, that's been a good thing to watch as well. I wasn't a big fan of his because I'm not a big fan of Denver, but I liked watching him play a lot. He was basically an all star. Ooh,
Well, he was real good with Kentucky when he in his college ball days. Like him and his brother both.
yeah, yeah. So I'm more inclined to lean towards Denver winning this series. But I would not be surprised if they fumbled it because I mean it is Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. So
Right.
um, I did not. We did not choose the last series. The Sixers and the Celtics. Who do you see winning that one?
Um, I'm gonna say Philly because man, Boston is the team, like you said earlier, they just shoot themselves in the foot every single time. And it's because Tatum, like you said, is taking such reckless shots trying to be the hero of the team, but you have plenty of talent around you that you don't have to play that role. I understand you want to, but if you want to be on the level of Kobe, who you're idolizing, you also have to learn to adjust your game because you're not Kobe. You're just not. You can't like you can give him all the admiration and everything you want, but that doesn't put you on his level. And that is a level that it's hard for anybody to be on. And like LeBron, one of the few. And even his scoring is still not the same as Kobe's and the way he performed. So these hard shots aren't what's going to win you the like it's not going to win it for you. Stop trying to be like Kobe. Like have that Mamba mentality, but distribute the ball to your team that is full of shooters.
Or just get a better shot because you can't.
Yep.
He's so strong. He can't really stop unless it's Joel under him.
Yep.
But yeah. Also on Joel, I have a feeling that he is bothering him more than what we know.
Hmm.
He is not. He's not getting up. He's not doing a lot. The only time he tries to get up is during the blocks. But moving on to the other game in the West, the one that is currently playing Golden State and LA.
And this game has been fun.
This series has been quite fun. Our last game was a blowout, but this game currently, when you guys hear this, the winner will have been known by now. But currently, the Lakers are up by two. What is it, 86, 84, 88, 86?
Oh wow, you are really far behind me.
Oh, no, yes, you're right. 92 to 90.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
We've been talking so much, I haven't been able to like pay attention
Yeah.
to the score that well. But I mean, if Curry had some help, they'd win. Honestly,
Mhm.
neither one of these teams are playing like champions per se. The Lakers have flashes.
Well, like I think it's one of those things where they're two organizations that are so familiar with each other and how everybody's going to play because you could just watch Anthony Davis defending Curry. He knows Curry's going to shoot that three. That's what Curry does. And the benefit of being an Anthony Davis running up on a Curry, your wingspan is already blocking that shot before you're even actually within reaching distance of him.
Yeah,
like,
but Curry is playing him for that. He goes up and he runs right.
mm,
He's been doing it to LeBron as well. But I mean, Curry, he's been playing like a champion. LeBron
yeah.
does. AD does not.
I mean, Peyton has been impressive.
Yeah, he always does his part. but he's not going to win us the game. Not us. Golden State Warriors the game. Just talk about the series.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's not going to win anybody the game. They need Clay. They need Draymond to do his Draymond things, which I mean by getting rebounds, steals, and stuff like that, not the stomping and all that crap. Devon Looney is out tonight. He's been dealing with that illness, so Curry, he can't make them all the entire game. They're going to need help from their role players. Clay had one game where he was hot, hit about 8 threes or something like that, had about 32, 30 points.
It's I feel bad for Clay because those back-to-back injuries just messed up his game a lot. Not to say he still isn't a really good player, but imagine Clay without being injured and this team now.
Yep, that is that's what everybody wants, but he's better than having 6 points with the injury or not. 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
He's been off. And
Well, even like right now, he's not like running up the court. He's just like kind of meandering.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, like you said, the drive for some of the players I feel like isn't there right now. And I don't know if it's because they're like, well, it's still kind of early in the series. Like we can still make a comeback, and like that shouldn't be the mentality you have. And I don't think that's the mentality a lot of them have, but that's the vibe it's giving off.
yeah. Except for when it comes to Steph Curry and LeBron James. LeBron James,
And Anthony Davis has kind of been throwing some fits on the bench.
yeah, it's not looking good, especially when you have role players like Austin Reeves and Riyad Jamora just doing their job diligently.
Mm-hmm. And Wiggins just missed a wide open 3-point shot, so ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, Wiggins, he hasn't been, he was going
And
through.
Wiggins had his own thing going on because he was gone from the team for a significant amount of time.
Yeah, so he'll get a pass for this year because we all know Wiggins is better than that.
Yeah, like it was some personal thing that he didn't want to talk about, and if it's something like that, it's normally something pretty tough.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm not gonna lie. I think Golden State's gonna win the series. I think if the Lakers win this series, they go to the championship, but I don't think they're gonna win the series.
Hmm.
And I think the Warriors could lose next round.
Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, it's tough right now.
Yeah,
Um,
the way the role players are playing on the Warriors, I think they could lose to whoever wins between Phoenix and Denver.
oh yeah,
Because I mean, no one
and
stopped Joker.
right. And also, I mean, a big thing too with the Warriors that is forever going to be something they're lacking is size. Like they're not like a big team by any means. And if you go up against a team like Denver, for example, has Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Aaron Gordon, who are all beasts, and like it's hard to see that team constantly going up against that type of physical play. Ooh,
I could see the Warriors beating Denver if everybody's hitting their threes the entire series.
sure, yeah,
Then they will beat Denver because Kevon Looney can most certainly stifle Nikola Jokic.
sure.
I don't know what it is. It's like he has problems with people like Kevon Looney, Draymond Green. Like he'll have a nightmare with those guys.
Oh yeah. Well, it's again that physical play, man.
But they'd have to hit their threes though.
Yeah,
Denver, they're very consistent,
the
and
Splash Brothers have to be the Splash Brothers of old.
yeah, they can't lean on just Steph
Just
Curry
yeah.
Denver.
Oh, Anthony Davis shaking his head, walking to the bench.
Oh man.
But yeah, I would probably say I'm probably going to say the Lakers pull it off. Because like you said, the role players have just been doing really well for the Lakers too. Uh, LeBron is playing at a level that I didn't expect because I expected a drop off, and it certainly seemed like that was happening this year. But man, he is proven like time and age don't matter right now. And as long as Anthony Davis can keep his head straight and consistently keeps up this tough play that he's doing, and like more or less also being a coach on the team with LeBron, I have some confidence in this Laker team now.
Nice. Right. So you got the Lakers, I got the Warriors coming out of this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And this last game we got the Knicks versus Miami.
The Heat, Jimmy Butler.
Yes. Yes. The other great that's playing in the playoffs right now, the most consistent person, or the second most consistent person, Jimmy Butler, and the surprising Miami Heat. I mean, I'm still not convinced they can keep this up, but I
I
mean,
mean,
they're going to beat the
I
Knicks apparently.
so with this, it, I'm confident that obviously the Heat are probably going to be pulling this off since they're ahead 3-1 right now. This Knicks team was a cool underdog to see step in, especially with what happened with the trade deadline and everything, like Hart going off and Brunson going off. It was just so cool just to like see those two all of a sudden step up and more or less take over the team. And it sucks for Randall. Sucks to see him kind of lose the spark that he had going in, it feels like, because he feels like he lost control of the team. In my mind, that's just what it seems like to me. He has that mental state of like, oh, I lost control of the team, like woe is me. But he's still there, he's still performing. But not to a level that I think is expected of him, especially after being with the Knicks and getting the money and the time that he's had. Um, but hey, also, I mean, I got to give credit to the Miami Heat team. Like Butler, obviously, we all know we've talked about him multiple times. He's a truly, truly impressive player. He turns on a level that half the players in this league don't have.
He has the metaphorical switch, but it's an actual switch, not a metaphor.
Yeah, and yeah, it. I don't see them coming out of the East as the representation in the finals because there's no way they could beat a Philly at their best in my mind, especially if his consistency is back and he is getting these big scoring and big distributing games along with Joel just again being MVP playing the way he's been playing. That's a hard team for me to picture Miami beating in a 5 to 7 game series.
Well, see, me with the Knicks, I don't. I'm not gonna. I don't think that it was a fun story because I think the fun story already happened. You know, the Bing Bong, all that stuff, and now like they were good.
Bing bong.
They were good. They beat the Celtics 3 times. So they were a good team. They should be beating the Miami Heat, I believe. Miami Heat were the ones that weren't good. And even if Jimmy Butler turns it up, the rest of that team is not as good as they've been playing. They've been
Oh
bad
no, not at all.
big time. Bam is finally playing, but still not there. So the Knicks, what happened? Injuries and Julius Randle.
Mhm.
Julius Randle plays like a madman. I
Yeah.
can't stand watching that man play. If I was a Knicks fan, I would not want him on my team. He
Yeah.
ruins it. He ruins it all the time.
Again, man, that mental state, like he thought he was the best player on the team when they had that playoff stint, what, a couple years ago, and he just hasn't really impressed since.
Well, see, then he was really good. He was an MVP candidate. So, but that team wasn't what they are now.
Nope.
And they all they needed was, you know, for him to score a bunch just so they can win some games and try to make the playoffs. No
Damn.
aspirations, no aspirations of winning. So,
Mhm.
and now you got Coach Tibbs, you got, you know, um, Camp, isn't his name, RJ Barrett, I almost called
Mm.
him British. RJ Barrett, coming into his own, being a consistent playoff player. Josh Hart's been off, but I feel like he's a lot better than what he's been playing. Uh, but then you got Jalen Brunson, the new leader of that team.
Mhm.
You have got to be able to play alongside Jalen Brunson better.
Yeah.
He's not that much better than you if you don't let him be. You can be a very great number two. You can be a
Mhm.
you don't have to be greedy. It it's hard watching Julius Randle play.
Yeah. Yeah. He was 100% the downfall of one of the biggest downfalls of the Knicks playoff run.
Yeah, he was just he's too full of himself, in my opinion.
Hmm.
That's just but I mean, I don't think we have to think hard about this one. We both probably have the Heat winning this one.
Yeah. 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 Hmm.
I mean, I can't believe a lot of people are just doubting the Sixers, though. There's a lot of doubters out there. There's a lot of doubters. They're saying they're some people are stuck in the middle and deciding between the Sixers and the Celtics. But then you got people, mostly Miami fans, saying they have no fear of the Sixers. Like, what? That is wild to me.
Yeah, that's crazy for you to think about.
That is
Like,
really wild to me. I mean, we do have to stop playing that 2-3 zone if they are hitting those shots. That shit drives me crazy.
yeah.
That shit drives me insane. I don't got too much else going on here. What about you?
No, yeah, no, nothing else I got.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
are down to the last minute of the game, and the Lakers are up by 1 point.
Oh, snap. I guess we could stick around for this real quick. Oh, did you hear about the weekend?
What happened to the weekend?
The weekend wants to kill the weekend. Wants to, yeah, he wants to retire his name,
Okay,
but he doesn't know if he actually wants to. He might continue making music as Abel or the weekend, but he really wants to kill the weekend. That's what he said.
interesting way to put that.
Dark the more you say it. It's like I really want to kill.
Yeah,
It's like,
he's like, I want to kill this part of myself, and I was like,
I mean, it would be a great album, probably.
oh yeah, 100%.
The
The
visual,
weekend, the weekend's like quote unquote final album would probably be pure fire.
yeah, do it like Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like make the 23-minute video album
Hmm.
video. That'd be sick. Weekend. Go ahead.
Love it.
Think about it. Curry.
Damn, man, these two teams. Whoosh, shit.
All right.
What? Yeah, Shorter. What are you doing, Dom?